Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, thank you for joining me for this evening severe weather outbreak coverage. I was working for most of the day, so I wasn't able to do a live stream earlier this evening. However, there were numerous tornadoes today that came through. One hit Scranton. That tornado actually came through Scranton, came down into New Jersey, that severe thunderstorm, and then came into New York City. I was in Brooklyn when it hit. There was extremely heavy rain, there was thunder, there was lightning, and it was tornado warned all the way through Staten Island. And it produced a large tornado that hit just northwest of Scranton. It hit Pike County, Pennsylvania. And now there are a couple cells forming and hitting our area right now. One is to the south. Just going to show you JFK radar if it's going to load. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to do it a little differently. There's going to be more severe weather tomorrow. This is why I'm doing this video right now. There's another cell coming in right now. This one is moving pretty fast. It's coming in from the northwest. Well, it's coming in from the west-northwest. This one doesn't have any wind with it. It's not severe because it's basically it's a new cell. It's a convective cell, though. Nevertheless, it is convective in nature. However, most of the convection is for tomorrow. Here's what's going to happen tomorrow afternoon. There are cells coming in. There's going to be southwest winds at the surface through western New Jersey. Well, here in New York City, there's going to be some southeast winds. So there's going to be some wind shear. Definitely there's going to be some wind shear. But here's the interesting thing. Look at that. Mid-upper 70s, even some 80s, while New York City is going to be close to 70. This is going to be akin to a sea breeze coming in. However, there's some indiscrepancies with the models now because earlier they were only hinting at that. Well, now look at that, they're already showing supercells. See, 69, 80s. So it's going to pass through a lot of instability. And 69 is pretty warm. So let's compare that to the last model run. So around 70 degrees, and then it's going to get warmer. You see this right here? That's sort of a sea breeze / backdoor cold front. So as soon as they're going to hit that storms are going to very quickly weaken. But as they're going to be coming in, there's going to be some severe thunderstorms, so there's going to be severe weather all the way up to Morris County tomorrow. So let's look at simulated reflectivity for tomorrow. Look at that, supercells. So more tornadoes are possible tomorrow as well. And let's look at updraft helicity swaths, which will show supercells or paths of rotation or possible tornadoes. Look at that. And looking at the current HRRR, funny thing is, it's actually in the 70s right now in New York City. It's very humid out. See, it's 70 degrees out, so. This is looking at LaGuardia Airport. LaGuardia Airport at 67, dew point 63, winds east at 5. See how this is coming south to north and then this is going east to west? This is going to be a sea breeze. Because in the summer when you're having all this heat and the ocean is cold, you're going to have a sea breeze coming in. So this will be basically a shear line. If any storms hit that, they could start rotating and become tornadic, even without the wind shear from these storms. So if there was a regular thunderstorm and it just crossed, even in the stabilized area, you could still have a tornado reach the ground because of the rotation it was given from this. For example, this shear, if the sun continues to shine, even with the sea breeze, it's not going to have that much of an effect because there's only maybe a 10-degree difference in temperatures. And say it doesn't go below 70, because today the high it exceeded 70. We actually got into the low 70s today, and this is what the models were hinting at for today. It never said it was going to go past 70, and we surpassed 70 degrees today. So, in fact, all they're hinting at is some wind shear. Is sea breeze coming in. More severe thunderstorms tomorrow. The National Weather Service really the Storm Prediction Center really needs to expand its. Oh God, yeah, that's not good. Jesus Christ! Oh my God, we're gonna get slammed tomorrow. We're gonna get freaking slammed. Looking at the Storm Prediction Center for tomorrow, let's look at that. Yeah, this really needs to be risen up. I would put this enhanced into central Pennsylvania. This is way too far south. The enhanced risk is way, way too far south. And go back to Facebook. I think there was some messages I was getting on the storm site. Come on. Yep, alrighty. This is taking so long. This is why yeah, there we go. Storm Prediction Center. There we go. Yeah, that's really incredible. And that's just the 18Z run. Let's look at the current one. Holy crap. Holy crap. Let's look at updraft helicity swaths. With this model, oh crud. Yeah. Let's get that. Yep. Oh yeah, that's some bad rumors. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's some really intense stuff. I would actually put this area in the enhanced, maybe even a moderate for this. Wow, that's really bad. I mean, if HRRR is saying that, oh yeah, that's not good. That's what NamNAS is saying. Maybe it's a fluke. Let's see. Okay, not a fluke. Also showing supercellular activity, tornadic activity. Tornadoes are likely tomorrow, especially in northeastern Pennsylvania. Alrighty. Oh, it just started raining. Yep, I'm hearing rain coming down. Let's see. Yep. Maybe that little. Yep. I just heard downpour coming in. It's probably that little cell. Let's take a quick look outside. And yeah, it's raining out. It's not pouring, but it is like showery outside. And the worst part is about for tomorrow. This is literally the time I have to be outside tomorrow. This is translated to about 6 p.m. 6 p.m. tomorrow. Severe thunderstorms just blasting through. Let's look at updraft helicity swaths again. Yeah. Oh, now it's getting heavy. Hold on. Now it's starting to get heavy. Oh, wow. Damn, it's really pouring out there. And it's those big fat drops too. Huh. Yeah, they're big. Well, I'm just making an update now for tomorrow's severe weather. You're welcome. No NREMT. Yeah, I'm back. So just a little downpour. So more severe thunderstorms for northeastern Pennsylvania tomorrow. Yeah, I'll definitely be on the lookout for large hail, damaging winds, tornadoes. The Storm Prediction Center should definitely come out with a new outlook for tomorrow. I mean, this is for tonight. This is tonight's outlook. I think already the slight chance is over. All the severe threat is basically over now. I mean, I don't know why we're still in this light for tonight. However, for tomorrow, I would actually move this enhanced area into northeastern Pennsylvania, and I would include New York City in this light. The reason for that is, okay, so you're going to have a sea breeze developing. Boom, sea breeze right there. You can actually see it. there's a sea breeze. And in addition to the sea breeze, you're going to have differential of winds. You're going to have a zonal flow coming in from the west northwest, going to the east southeast. You're going to have storms coming this way. So winds aloft coming in from the west northwest. Let's look at surface winds. Wind gusts, basically, showing surface winds. Right there. What are you seeing? Winds backing up. Here you're going to have southwest winds. Look at that. Winds aloft. Winds at the surface. Wind shear. Wind shear. This whole area needs to be on the lookout for tornadoes. Anywhere there's going to be storms tomorrow, threat of tornadoes. But what you need to look at is also the Cape, where you're going to have the most instability. Look at all these temperatures. In the 90s, close to 90 degrees tomorrow. There's going to be even more instability tomorrow than there was today. Look at that. Look at those temperatures. 89 degrees in Lancaster, 82, up to 80s in Pennsylvania, 80s in New Jersey, New York City in the 70s. Even in the 70s, that's definitely conducive for severe weather. So this whole area is at risk for severe weather tomorrow. Large hail, damaging winds, isolated tornadoes, flooding, rain, the whole just bag of severe weather. Everything you can imagine with severe weather is going to happen tomorrow. Everything. But the biggest area I would point out is northeastern Pennsylvania, from central PA, going into northeastern Pennsylvania, and up to central and western New Jersey. New York City, I would put it in a slight risk, primarily because the threat of tornadoes will be diminished because of the colder temperatures. However, I wouldn't rule out a good chance of tornadoes here, because as these supercells or thunderstorms hit the sea breeze, they will be given an extra kick in wind shear. There'll be more wind shear available for them to tap that those converging winds. Let's look again at wind gust. Right around here. You see you're going to have south winds here, southeast winds here. And when they cross that, they'll be given an extra boost in wind shear, so they'll rotate even faster. But once they get into the more stable air, they will weaken. However, I would not be surprised if some of these thunderstorms remain severe into New York City. So hail, damaging winds, and maybe even a tornado if they survive into New York City. If they don't, I think large hail and damaging winds and heavy rain will be the biggest threat. I think the biggest threat, I would say the biggest threat for New York City is going to be flooding rain. Because here's the thing, you're not going to have one storm, you're going to have a whole series of storms coming into New York City. So you're going to have this big cluster coming in. And when you have big clusters of storms, you will get a very large amount of rain in a very short period of time. So subways can be flooded out, you'll have a lot of flooding, and you're very welcome. Hey Zach, were there any, I know there was a tornado that hit just northwest of Scranton. I believe what time that got hit. Google the Consus Maps. Just want to confirm. I haven't found out much about the damage yet that occurred northwest of Scranton. I know that areas northwest of Scranton got hit. It was a large tornado. So what town in Pennsylvania got hit? There was several tornadoes that hit. Morgantown, PA. Tornado warning expires. Yeah, Berks County, Pennsylvania. Morgantown. Okay, you think it was down in Morgantown. I think it was another area. No, PA. So that's right near Lancaster too. Oh, great. Northeast of Lancaster. No, there's another tornado. It was confirmed large. Scranton tornado. That's the one. Nope.
We start today with...
No. Large tornado confirmed. That's the one. That cell is the one that hit New York City with a tornado warning. It was the same cell that just barreled its way down and went into Brooklyn. Maybe didn't hit any. No. News. Well. Yeah, looks like it was northwest of Scranton. Thankfully, looks like not much. Tomorrow's gonna be worse. Tomorrow may be just as bad, if not. Yeah, I think tomorrow's going to be even worse for severe thunderstorms. I think some of the worst hit areas will, as I said, will be northeastern Pennsylvania, central and southern New Jersey, and the New York City metro. I don't think tornadoes are going to be the biggest threat. I think the biggest threat will be damaging winds and hail. But I would definitely not rule out tornadoes. So... because you see these black streaks here, that represents updraft helicity. That represents helicity swaths. So these will be rotating supercells. So this is akin to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. 3, 4, 5. Well, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 p.m. Severe thunderstorms coming into New York City. If the sea breeze is not as intense and the temperatures reach in the mid to upper 70s in New York, because you don't just are going to contend with the rain cold air. Before these storms come in, you're going to have a lot of high clouds, and that's going to blot out the sun. As you're going to have those high clouds from those cumulonimbus anvils, they're going to be sheared off the tops. So as that happens, you're going to have some stabilization of the temps. Kind of like what you're seeing here. Well, because already you're going to be having a lot of clouds already inundating New York City from the leading edge of those storms. So you're going to have, so the rain will end here, but the tops of the clouds, the anvils that will be blown off into cirrus clouds, may extend up to even central Long Island. So it'll be cloudy, and it'll be cloudy as those storms will be coming in. And that will stabilize the atmosphere just a little bit. That is why the most potent part of the thunderstorms isn't right in front of it, but it's actually to the sides. And that's why the most potent part of the storms is usually the southwest side. Because usually the clouds shoot off from the tops. So if you're on the south side of the storm and the storm is coming from the west or the northwest, you won't have a lot of those clouds coming in. And that will make the air more unstable. So my thinking for tomorrow is yes, there will be severe weather. I think New York City itself will be just getting a lot of rain and wind and some hail, but I think tornadoes will be, as I said, here. But let's now shift gears and look at Oklahoma. I think that was enough for the Northeast now. Now let's look at Oklahoma. Because tomorrow there will be some severe weather too. Look at that. Tornadoes are possible in Oklahoma tomorrow. Especially looking into maybe Texas, just southeast Oklahoma City. Looks like a lot of training. So I think the biggest threat will not be necessarily tornadoes, will be flooding. Because the ground has been just so saturated in Oklahoma, Midwest. It's just been inundated with rain, flooding. And I want to definitely talk about other things. So I'm going to go to National Weather Service right now. Look at current watches and warnings. Oops, my bad. Weather.gov. Let's look at current watches and warnings. At the moment, there's only one severe thunderstorm warning. There's only one. And it's just northeast of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Just northeast of Pittsburgh. There's a severe thunderstorm warning there. Let's look there right now. $60-mile-per-hour winds and $half-dollar-sized hail. And another thing I'm going to just mention, tomorrow, the mid-level lapse rates will be higher than they are today, which means hail is definitely a threat tomorrow. So there will be a threat of hail tomorrow. Also, cannot rule out the threat of maybe some rumbles of thunder tonight, even in New York City, because look what's rolling east to west right now. So some of those might skirt to the south of New York City. But right now there's not much to talk about, to be honest with you. But I'm going to talk about the severe weather for tomorrow, because that's really what I need to keep tabs on. And I'm waiting for the new 04Z run to come in, 5Z run. Let's compare it to the 0Z run. This is looking at the NAM itself. This is not the high resolution model, this is the regular one. Look at that, 90 in Philadelphia tomorrow. And the NAM is saying 60 in New York City. I mean, there's definitely a mistake, I think. That, of course, that's showing the thunderstorms coming through. Yeah, definitely thunderstorms coming in tomorrow. Look at that. Let's look at the Cape for tomorrow. Yeah, there definitely will be high Cape tomorrow. Even some 3,000 plus values. Let's look at helicity. Oh yeah, look at that. Remember that sea breeze? So, tornadoes in western New Jersey is definitely a possibility. And let's look at mid-level lapse rates. Will be elevated across southeastern Pennsylvania, so large hail. Even New York City might get some hail tomorrow too. Let's compare today to yesterday. Well, what I mean is at the same time. density values were low today. Looking at tomorrow, they're elevated. So hail is definitely a threat in New York. Let's look at supercell composite. This is what it was showing for today. And this is what they said is going to happen tomorrow. But now let's look at that. Look at that. Supercells are possible. Up to 15. Which isn't crazy, but it's definitely elevated. So tornadoes are definitely possible. So I mentioned that I think the threat area should be not southern Pennsylvania, but northern. While there'll be higher instability values here, yes, but I think the highest threat of tornadoes will be in this area here. Possibly even going into New York City. Because this is the NAM. This is not the high resolution model. This is the regular one. But definitely a high value of tornadoes, high chance of tornadoes tomorrow. Looking at NAM Nest again, I'm just going to show you temperatures for NAM Nest. Another thing the NAM screws up with is temperatures. Because we hit the almost the low 70s today in New York City. I got into like 72, 73 today. And again, the NAM messed up with that. I think this is more likely. So with higher temperatures here. Oh yeah. Oh, well, that was today. So yeah, definitely, severe thunderstorms are definitely possible tomorrow. Just not sure how exactly it will materialize. Cloud cover. This is basically the warm front showing. This is kind of a backdoor cold front, is what the NAM is hinting on. Trying to figure out what's going to happen here is, okay, there we go. There's a cold front coming in, or there's a gust front coming in with those storms. Yeah, just something doesn't make sense. Is it going to happen that way? But in all likelihood, yes, there will be some easterly winds. There definitely will be a bit of a cold front, not cold front, but a backdoor front that's going to come in. Let's look at Boston current temps. Boston is probably in the 50s right now, 57. See, they're saying north winds shifting to east. However, the HRRR showing it, I think, in a much more realistic light now. I think both the NAM and NAM 3KM are overdoing the cold. Ah, look at simulated infrared satellite, Mid-Atlantic. I'm thinking there might be some clouds coming in. Yeah, I can't really find a cloud cover because that's what I'm looking for. The only thing that will cause for it to be this cold is for there to be a lot of clouds, low clouds. You know, I could show that by looking at surface visibility. Yeah, 5Z's coming in. Let's look at Mid-Atlantic. I'm just trying to figure out how that pattern's going to set up, which may sap some of the severe weather for New York City. Here we go. Surface visibility. That's what I'm trying to look at. No indicator that there's going to be any fog coming in. In fact, I don't know, what will be causing that coolness? There's no dense fog advisories, there's no little clouds. In fact, something doesn't make sense. Just something does not add up for tomorrow. Yes, Elwood City was definitely hit pretty bad today. Yes, so there was definitely some bad storms in Elwood City, PA today. Some of these models are giving me a hard time though. Okay, I don't know what just happened. Go. Alrighty. I did not end my stream. Hold on. Go. Okay, come on. Okay. Come on. Oh, thank God. Okay. Elwood City. Alrighty, let's check. Let me confirm that was a tornado or not. Let's see. Can't really find anything in the news for any storms. But I could definitely confirm that there was definitely tornadoes. Oh. Yeah, I think it was a tornado that hit the Lenape Valley Regional High School because around that area there was a hook echo. There was a tornadic signature. There were tornado warnings in effect, and Dayton tornado. I think the Dayton tornado was rated high NDF3, maybe even low NDF4 because it was definitely big. Yep, looks like a EF3 tornado. The preliminary EF3 rating. It's really sad. And more severe weather tomorrow, apparently. I mean, you're very welcome, Heather. And no, it's not. Trying to find my stream. Oops. No. Oh, great. All right. There we go, live control room. Okay. I'm already doing it. Okay, I thought I was already subscribed. God. Okay, I think I'm still live streaming. Just gotta make sure. Okay, it's still live. I'm still live. Alrighty. Just I'm having some trouble right now. Okay. Go. There we go. This is the backdoor cold front coming in right here. See, you can see the direction. Compare this to the last run. Okay, it's even showing down a slightly slower rate of it too. Check surface winds. We're watching now already. I'm gonna end this live stream because I'm having some trouble with it. I'm gonna be ending this live stream right now because I'm having some trouble. I need to reboot it. It's gonna be the same. Just join me in a minute. I'm gonna have to reset it because I lost the analytics. Great. I'm just gonna reset it right now. Oh crap. Go to edit video. Analytics, hold on. Okay. I think what I just need is analytics. Darn it. No. Yeah. I'm gonna have to end this live stream right now. I don't know how to end it. Oh crap. Okay, I'm back now. Just had a little bit of a technical difficulty there for a brief moment. Just needed to work some kinks out there. That's all. I'm back in action now. Everything's fine. Just had a little bit of a technical difficulty there. There you go. Comparing this run to last run. Alrighty. check. This is looking at tomorrow. The 2 outlook still has not changed. I'll definitely make it high for over here. I think the high surge of tornadoes is actually not down here, but it's actually up here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Let's read the synopsis for tomorrow. Well, if return will be possible, especially with discrete cell structures, the unidirectional nature of the low-level wind profiles will limit size of 0 to 1 photographs and a more widespread tornado threat. The unidirectional nature. What they're saying is that wind directions at low levels and upper levels will be basically the same, which the current models are saying is not going to be the same. So maybe they should revise what they're saying now. Okay, there's the backdoor cold front coming in. Alrighty. Showing it, oh, more intense, less intense. Let's look at wind gusts. Let's look at winds. Very light winds, though. Fact. It's already 66 degrees in New York City. Yeah, so looks like severe weather is definitely a possibility tomorrow. Let's look at simulated reflectivity. Already, look at that. New York City's already up to 68. Actually, 70 already in New York City. So, big difference between this and this. Look at that. So not good. It means more heating. If this model run verifies, New York City is going to be in some big doo-doo, especially areas just west of New York City, too. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Surface winds. Yeah, unidirectional. You're having direction of 219 degrees with storms coming out of this direction. Definitely not unidirectional. It's a good, some good turning with height right there. Yeah, thanks. Oh, what app? I actually don't use a smartphone. I actually have, I don't really have a good phone right now. Wait. What? Okay, it's working.